There's something quietly delightful about stumbling into a world where time flows at a gentler rhythm. Summer House, developed by the tiny indie team Sven Algrim and Studio Monstrum, isn't loud about its brilliance. There are no pushy pop-ups, no leaderboard pressure, no ominous voiceovers telling you what to do next. It simply is an invitation to drift. Released in early 2024 and available on iOS, this quiet little builder evokes that feeling of zoning out at a cottage window, watching the sun sink slowly into a peach-colored sea. It's an offline, single-player sandbox builder at heart, with no storyline to follow, no resource gathering, no penalties or achievements. Just you, your imagination, and a toolkit full of tiny pieces waiting to find their place. Inspired in part by diorama-style games like Townscaper, but with a unique twist, Summer House isn't trying to be the next simulation titan. It doesn't overwhelm with options or drown you in layers of mechanics. Instead, it welcomes you with a modest palette and a simple proposition. Build tiny, beautiful homes. Not cities, not empires, just homes. Places where your imagination can rest its head. The visuals are an immediate exhale. Each pixel feels hand-placed with love, creating a warm, painterly softness. The houses you build are composed of quaint modular parts. Balconies, archways, stained glass windows, slanted rooftops. Each one rendered with a slightly muted but deliciously cozy color palette. Think sunset pinks, weathered bricks, soft aquas, and the kind of worn pale yellow that exists only in nostalgic memory. The animation, where it appears, is subtle. Windows glow as if someone's just lit a candle inside. Little trees sway in an invisible breeze, and the sky gently shifts its hue like a deep breath. The interface is unobtrusive and meditative. Everything fits naturally into your fingers. On mobile, dragging and placing pieces is a silky process. There are no cluttered menus or fiddly layers to dig through. Tap, place, rotate. There's no tutorial shouting directions, just a gentle push into play. This approach might leave some players initially unsure of how to begin, but once the first piece is placed, the rhythm reveals itself. There's a joy in discovering what each little module does. Stairs that tuck neatly into an archway, chimneys that look best with two windows below, tiny awnings that whisper of rain. And then there's the soundscape, minimal yet deeply intentional. The ambient audio is soft and unobtrusive. The occasional chirp of a bird, the hush of wind through imaginary trees. There is no music, only a calm hush. The kind of silence that feels full rather than empty. It's the sort of quiet that makes room for your thoughts rather than filling them. No voice acting, no jarring audio cues, just enough sonic texture to ground you gently in the moment. It's the perfect backdrop for introspection, or perhaps for letting your mind wander. Completely controls are as relaxing as the visuals. On mobile, it's just your finger, the canvas, and a few intuitive icons. Tap to place, long press to remove, drag to rotate or slide. Everything happens at your own pace. There are no timers, no scoring systems, no inventory limits. If a piece doesn't fit quite right, you simply remove it and try again. It's a design ethos that respects the player's time, never asking for more than what you're willing to give in the moment. You can play for 5 minutes or 50. Both feel equally satisfying, equally complete. There's no combat, of course, no puzzles, no objectives. And that, in itself, is a design marvel. The gameplay, if it can be called that, is purely creative. You're not building for survival or economy. You're building for mood, for beauty, for peace. This might alienate those seeking a challenge or progression loop, but for cozy gamers, it's exactly the kind of low-stakes, high-soul experience we crave. What makes Summer House special is how it leans fully into its calm aesthetic without compromising interactivity. This isn't just a static art toy. The possibilities for expression are surprisingly rich. You can layer buildings in clever ways, stack shapes to create the illusion of depth, and use negative space to evoke quiet courtyards or tiny alleyways. Each house you build feels like a secret tucked into a notebook margin, a little architectural poem. There are 3 modes, though that word feels almost too rigid. You can choose different environments: seaside cliffs, cozy forest glades, and city rooftops, each with their own ambient lighting and mood. These aren't massive biomes or procedurally generated landscapes. They're small diorama canvases, delicately framed. And yet each one feels expansive because it allows your imagination to spill beyond its edges. There are no characters, no plot points, and no dialogues. And yet, it still tells a story. A quiet one. The kind of story you fill in with your own emotions. Maybe this little pink rooftop belongs to a retired artist. Maybe that crooked balcony is where someone waits each morning with tea. The absence of narrative is a gift. It frees you to find your own. In terms of polish, Summer House is remarkably smooth. I experienced no bugs or crashes, no lag or slowdowns. It loads near instantly, and transitions between canvases are seamless. Updates since launch have been light but thoughtful. Some new building pieces here, a small UI tweak there. It hasn't changed dramatically, but it hasn't needed to. It was carefully built from the start. There are no ads, no energy bars, no prompts to spend. It's a paid app, a one-time purchase that gives you everything up front. That honesty is rare and deeply appreciated. It respects your experience and lets you just be. If I had to note a few gentle missteps, it would be that customization is limited to the prefab pieces provided. You can't paint them or resize them or add your own textures. That might disappoint those who want total control. And yes, the lack of goals or progression might feel aimless to some. It's not a game that rewards time spent with unlocks or badges, only with peace. But that's the point, isn't it? Summer House isn't trying to hook you. It's inviting you to pause, to build a memory that never existed, to breathe a little more slowly, to imagine homes you'll never live in cities that don't exist, under skies that never storm. If I were to score it softly, I'd say it's a 9/10, like a cup of warm herbal tea sipped by the window, while rain gently pats the leaves outside. Not everyone needs it, but if you do, you'll know the moment you touch it. Summer House is best for quiet creatives, lovers of dioramas, and anyone who finds calm in the careful placing of things. It's for those evenings when you don't want action or drama, just stillness. Just something pretty to make for no reason at all. If you're looking for a game to win, this isn't it. But if you want to feel like your mind just spent an hour watching sunlight drift across a dusty floorboard, then Summer House might be exactly what you need. It doesn't shout. It doesn't chase. It simply waits. A little toolkit of warmth and quiet joy, always ready when you are. Now you can enjoy the gameplay.
smoke from our furnace represents hope to many survivors out in the frozen
We'll have
land.
venison for dinner. I cannot wait.
No! John, run!
We're saved! Thank goodness. Whew.
Thank you, kind strangers. Are you...
I'm Bahiti, an explorer with the Dawn Alliance. But first we need to get him to a clinic. We can talk along the way.
clinic? We have no steel for a clinic.
I've heard rumors of abandoned factories nearby. I might be able to find something useful there. Hello from the Dawn Alliance's most handsome poster boy.
As the chief, you need to pay attention to the survivor's satisfaction level and what they think of you. Address your survivors' concerns quickly to increase their satisfaction.